Oh, well, good morning, good people. How are we this morning? Don't mind me. It's a lazy day for me today. I'm not doing too much of nothing. But I thought we would have a conversation this morning about fake friends. So sometimes I learn things the hard way, which is undoubtedly a heartbreak for me. And even though I've been advised of how I need to handle people and maybe friendships or associations, but not so much associations because I know how to handle people that I associate with. That's a whole different topic. But let's talk about people that assumedly are your friends, but you find out otherwise, that they some shady motherfuckers. And as my girlfriend Brianna would tell me, when you go to work, you're there for one reason, literally, and that's to work, make money, go home. And any friendships or associations you make, that's where they need to stay, period. Because everybody have their own lives, everybody has their own view of you, and you don't fit into that view once you leave that office. But then you have those whom you've kind of grew close to based upon maybe conversations or things that's going on in their lives, and you become that listening person, which in turn kind of gives you, and correct me if I'm wrong, a feeling of a connection. And I think that's where I fall short at, is because I tend to take people at face value. Now, yeah, there's a lot of people on my Facebook page that we're only friends because we either met at work, we don't really talk outside. I may have never been to their house, but we may communicate every now and then. Um, then there is my NCTD family, who is my transit family, who will always be there because we've been through thick and thins. We've been to weddings, divorces, deaths, births of children, looked out for each other and had each other's back because of the type of industry that we worked in. And most of them we've been connected and had a connection since 98. So that's a different set of people whom value, may not always agree, but they value who you are in the industry. But then you have those motherfuckers, and it took me a while to learn it, and you would think that, hey, as smart as I claim to be, I would have learned this shit quite some time ago. But I didn't. And I find it ironic that I'm in a situation with myself, no one else, to where I'm flabbergasted about some shit that happened. But then certain people warned me about a certain individual, and I need to watch my back. And I kind of brushed it off and, oh, I don't see it because I'm blinded. But then again, I did see it, but I didn't want to believe it, only because of conversations, of things that transpired. Now, am I for everybody? Fuck no. Is everybody for me? Of course not. But I have a respect for people that whom I consider a friend or friends, but I know my place with them. And it's two ladies actually. And one whom, whenever I would do something wrong, she called me by my first name. Ooh, Lord Jesus. And it was so funny how she said it because you knew I was in trouble. But there's a mutual admiration and respect for her. And the other lady, I'll never forget one day when she called me in the office, she said, I don't want to fire you, but you need to do this, this, and this, and get it done now. That moment led me to know that she genuinely cared about my well-being. She genuinely cared about me being successful. And I respect her opinion. I respect her advice. And no, we don't hang out and we don't do none of that, you know. But there's a mutual respect there, and there's a kindred friendship, because that's how I see it. And so when I was telling my girlfriend Shelly about the shit that jumped off, which I thought was petty and childish and, like, really, motherfuckers? Damn, I thought y'all was kind of like above that. She told me the same thing Brianna did. She said, bitch, I told you. Stop thinking motherfuckers that you work with are your friends, because they're not. You have nothing in common with them. And when I sit back and I look and I realize that actually I really don't. See, I was raised in the streets. So I have that street mentality. And although it's been reformed to fit into the quote-unquote corporate settings that I was ever in when I worked, it's still there. And I think it's still there because I see people's bullshit, but then sometimes I dismiss it because maybe of the surroundings that I was in. And I was looking at, I had a goal, I had a purpose, which got me to where I'm at right now. But I think for the most part, when I sit back and I look back over this incident, I realized that they was the fakest motherfuckers I ever met in my life. And I've met some fake motherfuckers in my 62 years of living. Because I've been on my own since I was 14. So I done seen a lot of fake ass motherfuckers and seen them coming from a mile long. Because of how they displayed themselves. But that's okay because I learned my lesson. And these motherfuckers could never, ever, ever, ever in motherfucking life, if I lived to be 101, could ever speak to me again. Can't call me because I done blocked all they motherfucking numbers. Or even reach out to me for anything. Because out of everything, my values that I put on people that I like or that I care somewhat about is 100% of a loyalty. I've never been fake. I've never been that type of person. And it kind of bothered me. It bothered me for a moment. But then again, that's life. And you learn lessons until the day you die. So this is just another lesson that I've learned. And now that I'm in the workforce no more, I ain't got to worry about fake ass motherfuckers or pretending to be likable ass motherfuckers. Because I'm always going to be on top, number one. I've had a retirement since 2010, so I've always had money. And now it's even going to be better that I'm getting Social Security. And I don't have drama. I don't have bullshit because this is my motherfucking house. I pay the mortgage in this bitch. I'm not going to tolerate any bullshit in a relationship when I don't have to. Because this is my shit. My way or the fucking highway. It's simple as that. So I just thought we would have a nice little conversation as long as I drink my coffee. And this little spoiled fucker here, he's a mess. But y'all have a good day. And remember, I may not be suitable for certain functions. I may not be likable in every instance. But the one thing that you can say about my association and or friendship with you, that my shit ain't fake. I'm not a flaky ass motherfucker, nor am I a fake motherfucker. I keep my shit real. Because while so many people run around talking about, oh, I'm a hustler, I'm a thug, you ain't shit. Bitch, I'm a hustler, and I was a thug at once. You ain't shit. And when I was doing my shit, you was barely a nutsack in your daddy's motherfucking scrotum. Or a nut in his scrotum, however the fuck that shit go. But, lesson well learned.